When I posted my Fable 3 is still gold video over 5 months ago, a lot of people weren't best pleased. I love that game, but I understand why a lot of people don't. But I feel some got carried away and assumed that because I liked Fable 3, it meant I didn't like the previous entries to the franchise. You could not be more wrong. In today's video, we're going down the still gold rabbit hole for yet another one of the great Fables, Fable 2. For those who are new around here and don't know what this series is a series where I play through the opening couple of hours of a banging game, apply an absurd commentary to highlight my engagement in the game whilst also ruining everybody's favourite moments, and we all pretend this content has substance. Understood? No, me neither. Welcome to the dungeon. Fable 2 is a game of heroes, magic, chickens, bird poo, more chickens, and collapsing the economy by chopping up wood in a quick time event that somebody thought was okay when the game itself has the worst input delay known to man. Regardless, it's still a brilliant game, so please enjoy. Fable 2 is still gold. This game starts off in the best way imaginable. You get shit on. Simply amazing. Best game of the year every year. Thank you for watching this video. That's it. We play as a small child, Sparrow, who is not best pleased that he's been pooped on. In this case he's male. He doesn't speak because in this era of video games a lot of player characters had communication issues apparently. At this point in the story we live with our sister, Rose, who will definitely not die in the next 15 minutes, and spur us on into an adventure to commit regicide. We learn that these children are homeless and that they have a dream to live in Castle Fairfax. Why would you want to live there? Somebody's got to clean it, you fucking weirdos. The children marvel at the concept of the rich, and by children I just mean Rose because Sparrow does not speak. Interrupted by a strange commotion around the corner, they go and investigate. Along the way, they encounter a nonce. Okay then, stop trying to chat up my sister, you son of a bitch. She is 12. Oh wow, isn't this just a delightful chicken? After successfully volleying the chicken, the children discover the source of the commotion that interrupted their blank staring at a castle. There's a crowd gathered around a peddler selling ancient magical trinkets from the old kingdom, and nobody is skeptical about this in the slightest. What the fuck? He has some supposedly magical box, so naturally instead of doing odd jobs for gold in order to eat and survive, we're doing odd jobs for gold to buy a magical box from a scammer. But he has a mustache, so he must be trustworthy. He tells us that if we turn the handle 3 times on the magical box, we can be granted a single wish. Rose is skeptical, however she eggs on the mission because some creepy old lady with wonky eyes vaguely suggests that it is magic. Then she walks off and reveals that she knows the kids' names, and their aspirations, come to think of it. The kids don't question that. I guess they just assume she knows their mum, which would be kinda useful. They're homeless. We begin this mission easily by helping a guard named Derek recover arrest warrants that he lost because he's a fucking clampet. We also pose for a photograph, so naturally, being a child, I farted.
That was somewhat lacking in... well, it was... just plain nasty, I'm afraid.
Suck your mum and fucking pay us. Next we head down a back alley to find a skinhead child harassing a dog, bullying it with a wooden sword. He then nuts Rose in the face, so naturally I then begin to bully him with a wooden sword. He doesn't like that. Why are we so freakishly massive compared to the other kids? Jesus. He calls us a nutter and then gets on his way, leaving behind the adorable dog. Isn't he lovely? I hope he doesn't die of kidney failure. That'd really suck. And then down the alley a little ways, we encounter a crackhead. A man named Balthazar asks us to help him clear out his warehouse, which has mysteriously become suddenly infested with beetles. The only logical way to do this is to shoot the beetles, because what harm can come from giving a child a gun? The nonce asks me to do things a different way, but I think we're well past trusting this fella. Another job well done for us.
Wow, I didn't know you were so good at fighting.
I literally carry a wooden sword on my back. What do you think that represented, you silly bitch? Ah, the dog found one of the warrants for us. That's very nice. Our next job is helping a drunk man recover his booze to help feed his alcohol addiction. I'm a good Samaritan like that. The booze was not hard to find as the crackhead had it.
Ah, stupid Pete. You snooze, I take your booze.
Yo, why the fuck is the nonce back, man?
Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer.
He wants the arrest warrants that we've been working so hard to gather. I give the warrants to Derek anyway, because his name's Derek, and I trust anyone named Derek with my life. James Corden is in this game.
Oh, little ones, my situation is unbearable.
Much like his comedy. I guess nothing is safe from him, but it's a strange tiny cameo, so who cares? We basically help him deliver a proposal letter to his lover because her mother doesn't approve of him in the slightest. I know she's intended to be something of an old bag, but I actually think she's onto something. I deliver the letter to James Corden's lover, who's over the moon. Wait, are you gonna jump off the balcony? And now we have all 5 of the gold pieces we will need to eat for a week. Just kidding, we're gonna buy the magical box and make a wish. Because we're gullible. Fucking chicken bastard. I wish to become a crab! The music box does a weird magical thing and then disappears. At least it was magical, however it was faulty. So, ultimately, disappointing. I guess it's time to go to bed. Punting another chicken out of frustration, I didn't realise that my luck was going to take a positive turn. The dog has found our makeshift rundown slum. Fucking result. The kids go to bed disappointed that the music box at the very least didn't teleport them out of this shithole, only to be awoken in the night by a man named Nick. I don't understand what conversation is going on here as I've never paid attention. I'm too busy orgasming at the nighttime aesthetic of this cutscene. But the dog doesn't trust the man, so something is almost certainly going to go wrong. Jokes aside, apparently the children's wish to live in a castle like Castle Fairfax has come true. So there we are, 2 homeless orphans in a castle.
We look up at this castle every day and think how nice it is. We both do. But inside, it's even more beautiful than I imagined.
It's even more generic than I imagined. Next we know we're meeting the man of the house, Lord Lucian himself. He seems curious about the fact that we were able to use the magical music box and then asks us to stand on this mysterious circle. Bit weird, but I'm not one to question strange requests from men with a net worth. The circle goes a bit funky and then Lord Lucian shoots my sister. Steady on, boyo, I don't think she wished for that. And then he turns the gun on me. Oh, fuck. We fall out of the castle window, back down to the streets of Bowerstone and die. The end. Just kidding, we're healed by the powers of Doc. Teresa finds us and tells us that it's not our time to die yet, and the next thing we know, 10 years have passed and we're living in a caravan in the woods. This is the part where the game gives me the collar of holding, which allows you to name your dog. Being a man who recently lost a dog, there was only one fitting name to give it.
Delicious meal.
Per Teresa's request, I venture out to the middle of Bower Lake to unlock the secrets within with my trusty companion Delicious Meal in tow, who is far better than my sister, might I add, because at least this one doesn't chat shit. He also helps you find treasure, which is pretty useful. This has got to be the most hilariously over-the-top introduction to beetles that I've ever seen. Beetles are my sworn enemy, and I was born to kill them. It's a rusty mace. That would be a bad combination with the Stella. However, it's a brilliant combination for these fucking beetles. At the end of the cave, a door opens and we find ourselves in the Ruined Heroes Guild. I interrupted Teresa's history lesson to have a fat magical nut in the centre, and now I have magical powers. Also, there's a chest here that can't be opened unless you go to www.fable2.com. However, that website has been discontinued, so what's in the box? I need to know. And then we teleport out of there only to be surrounded by more beetles! Now it's off to Bowerstone for some reason to meet Teresa. However, the road is blocked off because of bandit activity. We volunteered to deal with the bandits. The bandit leader is named Thag, which to me is just bait. Obviously, walking into his camp led to an ambush and we were attacked by bandits. I made short work of them with my rusty iron mace. They kept coming, so I kept clobbering them. Eventually, Thag grew tired of watching his men die and burst out of his house. We quickly come to the conclusion that he can't count, and so for the sake of natural selection, I end his life. Turns out the bandits were keeping slaves here, so of course I wouldn't be able to walk away without rescuing them, or could I? I mean, I don't really care. Before I can do anything, a nice slaver comes along and tells me exactly why that's not a good idea.
Those slaves belong to me. I paid for them.
He offers to pay me, but I free the slaves anyway, knowing I can kill the slaver and take his money as is.
Thank you so much!
I can't believe you did that!
We're free!
You just turned down hard cash.
Did I? Suck your mum. Oh, a treasure chest. I wonder what's in the box this time. Nice. We must equip. I look so fucking stupid. All right, now it's time to go to Bowerstone. Finally. How far away is it, I wonder? 120 miles. Fable 3 really did shrink Fantasyland. I'm fucking back in town, boys. Oh no, my dog is injured. I'm getting flashbacks. Unfortunately, it would appear as if Teresa has been delayed. She suggests we work to earn some money, so I find a blacksmith and start hammering away.
Steel weapons are a thing of the past. Yes. The modern hero uses guns.
You can literally imbalance the in-game economy if you level up this system enough. Teresa, I'm so glad that you're here. I was blacksmithing so hard that if I had to wait any longer, I would have ruined metal for everyone. Teresa then tells me Lord Fairfax is up to some nefarious deeds, so I know what I must do. Buy some better gear. This club ain't gonna cut it. Man, only Fable could have a full-blown mechanic for cross-dressing. Everyone loves my new hat, holy shit. And like that, I'm finally ready to become the hero that Albion deserves. There's usually supposed to be bandits that attack you at this point, however for me they just didn't spawn, so Teresa was telling me about the bandits, but there weren't any, and so I just shifted onwards. Eventually, however, bandits did begin to spawn, so I began to kill, and the last thing these scoundrels saw was my fucking ridiculous hat. Oh my god, the dog just ripped his throat out, but it's all forgotten because he's found treasure again. What a good boy. Definitely wouldn't kill me in my sleep. The bandits have destroyed the bridge because causing inconveniences is much more important than survival in the outlaw world. Cinnabit? What a lovely day for a swim. We find ourselves in another cave with a random man because everybody loves caves almost as much as we love random men. What in the holy fat dobby fuck is that? I guess it really doesn't matter when in 10 seconds they're all going to be dead. This fella just ran. Hobs are unsavoury creatures. They basically dwell in caves, kidnap children, and turn them into more hobs. And our random man friend is here because his son met that exact fate. Upon discovering this, he cries and then dies on the spot, meaning it's my responsibility to commit genocide against the hob people. And then we arrived in the quaint little village of Oakfield. It was night time, none of the shops were open or anything, so I decided to chop up wood until dawn. I got a little carried away, and before I knew it, the Bank of Albion was in tatters. And that's what Fable is truly about, finding a strange side hustle to your heroic deeds that undermines your kindness and allows you to hoard ridiculous amounts of wealth. I'm still the hero of the story though, I promise. And there you have it, Fable 2 is still gold. Do you understand what this series is about? Because honestly, I want to know myself. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. And let me know what your favourite thing is about Fable 2. Hopefully, I can get around to doing this Still Gold series more often because these videos are a ton of fun to make because I can just be an idiot for a little bit and that's my specialty. But with any luck, hopefully I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video at some point. But until next time, take care, and goodbye.
A perfect hammer blow.
Yeah, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?